Every night, just before the candy shop closed, a strange woman would appear to buy sweets. Her skin was pale, drained of all color. The shopkeeper felt uneasy, but never dared to ask questions. He quickly handed her the candy each time, hoping she would leave soon. The woman came every night without fail, never once appearing in the daytime. The shopkeeper was filled with questions, but couldn't figure out where she came from. One rainy night, a friend from a neighboring village stayed late to chat. As they were talking, the woman showed up again to buy candy. The shopkeeper, by now accustomed to her visits, wasn't alarmed and went to fetch the sweets as usual, but his friend stared at the woman, trembling as recognition set in. He whispered in fear that she was the wife of a man from their village, yet she had already died a month ago. Terrified but determined to uncover the truth, the two men decided to follow her. They trailed her into the night until she reached the neighboring village. At last, she stopped in front of a gravestone and vanished. She really was a ghost. Shaken, the two men rushed into a nearby temple and told the abbot what they had seen. Though skeptical, the abbot agreed to accompany them to the graveyard. There, faint cries of a baby could be heard. Following the sound, they found an infant placed beside the grave, with a slip of paper explaining the child had been abandoned. The shopkeeper was baffled. How had this baby survived for so many days without food? Then he noticed the bowl beside the child. It was the same bowl the woman had been using to buy candy, and the grave itself belonged to her. It became clear every night the woman returned to buy candy not for herself, but to feed the helpless child. Even in death, she couldn't bear to see the baby starve. To avoid frightening those who knew her, she traveled far to the neighboring village for sweets. Thankfully, the kind abbot adopted the infant and promised to care for him, assuring the woman's spirit that the child would be safe. From that night on, the pale woman never appeared at the candy shop again, yet her compassion lived on in the hearts of all who heard her story.